Making camp here.
Hello and welcome back to Footage War Divide Conquer version 4.5 with all my submods playing as Kingdom of Rohan. Unfortunately, we have to continue from the start, from turn 150, because I got the bug. I cannot progress beyond turn 160. So I have decided to implement some thoughts I had in turn 160. That's building a standing infantry army. Second of all, I'm gonna connect these two.
Yes, my lord.
I want them to be two armies and march on Bardurn, or march here then march on Bardurn, something like that. I'm gonna think about. But anyway, I'm gonna start saving on turn 100 every 5 turns because this bug is so horrible. Yes.
We shall continue tomorrow.
Good job, Gondor. Good job. So yeah, that's my thought process here. Is I'm gonna try to do that. It's unfortunate that we have to go back, but it is as it is. And I know I'm changing now how I played, but you know what? Hindsight is 2020, and I just got myself some hindsight. So there goes like what an hour of footage or an hour of our time, basically, because that's basically how it took us for. It took an hour for 10 turns basically, or something like that. So in that spirit, I'm gonna march north on whatever castle, whatever it is up there. I'm gonna make a new army. Hopefully Gondor will be of support to us. Mount Doom has been reached. I'm pretty sure I read that before, so it's.
My lord.
Please.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you.
Orders, my lord.
Let's march north.
Yes. Making camp. I respect you.
There's a gigantic army over there.
No fool, send your emissary to me.
Send your emissaries to me. Oh, Gin hasn't even built the apothecary. Oh, for fuck's sake. It just hurts. It hurts how much back we went. It hurts. It hurts, my lord. It hurts. Well, what you gonna do about it? Well, nothing. The good thing is, we can maybe run through the turns while we build up the second army, and all that. I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed we encountered the bug, and there really is no helping with the bug. My advice is save every 5 turns. It was very ambitious of me to not save every 5 turns, because it takes the eye to change course every 5 turns, basically. Something like that. 5 turns, it seemed to work for me. And I always forget about doing that, which so annoys me, even though I experienced the problem. So yeah, 5 turns should be enough to change the AI in what path it's gonna take. So, hopefully, everything's gonna be fine. We're making a shit ton of cash.
Yes, my lord.
It needs to be said, we are truly making a shit ton of cash. Hi!
To battle.
Oh, the ogres. Let's start this thing. I would love to auto-resolve it, but that would be a mistake. That would be a mistake. I'm a little bit down now because of this, because of the situation. But no, hopefully it's nothing serious. So this army is definitely weaker than the previous one. Like, there's no lying here. It's a weaker army. I think we lost this army to from the stack, the general stacking that Mordor is doing, which is so funny to see the AI do general stacking. But it's doing it. Yeah, it's doing it, and because they have one of the best. Well, not one of the best, but very good generals. It's actually a perfectly sound strategy to stack generals. Which honestly, I'm guilty of doing that too, and I don't feel guilty about doing that, but there's an agreement on how many you should have stack, and many people agree that, yep, 3 is enough. If you're gonna have generals in your army, 3 should be enough. More than that, you're basically cheesing. And as you know me, I have nothing against cheese. Play the game however the fuck you wanna play. And if anyone's criticizing how you play the game, they're morons. Primarily, they're morons. Because what the fuck do they know how you should enjoy your game?
Only half the enemy force
They're,
remains.
you know, it's basically like speaking in your name, which I honestly hate. I hate when anyone speaks in someone's name. That means that person who they're speaking about is first of all incapable of speaking for themselves, and second of all doesn't know how to speak. That's what they imply of. Like, they don't know how to defend themselves, so someone else has to be the glorious speaker. Because, oh, this poor person can't speak for itself. Shut the fuck up. If they have something to say, they will say something. If they don't have anything to say, shut the fuck up. That means they're okay with it.
Like this, we will smash the
Pure and simple. Like, you know, I like cheese. I'm okay with it. That's my problem I had with the Cinders mod. People at the Discord that were at the Cinders mod were so fucking arrogant. Like, come on. Okay, it's easy to buy armors and all that shit. So what? If you want to make it harder for yourself, don't buy the fucking armor sets and weapons immediately, or have them at access immediately. Like, seriously, what the actual fuck? Some people like to play the game when they have everything available, and honestly, I enjoy that. Why? Because after more than 2,000 hours probably, again, my Steam is not accurate because I played off Steam for such a long time. Because of the invasions, or NPC invasions, I didn't want to have anything to do with them. And that was one of the solutions, to just get rid of them.
This is a clear victory.
I just like, I want to have access. I want to make my build immediately. I don't have to worry about, oh, where is it located, and then search for the wiki. So I think it's very arrogant when somebody says like, oh, it's supposed to be played like this. First of all, no, it fucking isn't. Play it how the fuck you want to play. If someone's gonna play Dark Souls with a broken straight sword throughout the whole game, let them play through it. Doesn't fucking matter. It's their enjoyment. Now, if they played through it, they start complaining how it's not enjoyable for them personally, then give them advice on how maybe they should play. But, you know, it's up to them if they seek that advice. If nobody seeks the advice, shut the fuck up. Now, in case of honesty, have I sometimes been the guy who's like that? Maybe. Honestly,
Yes, my lord.
maybe I was that guy at some point, and for that I'm sorry. But I'm realizing a couple of things, that people know how to play their games, and if it's a single player game, don't limit people. Give people options, which is very funny when you see people, you know. Crusader Kings 3 said they're gonna have the option about what is it? To be bisexual and all that shit. Bisexual, I think, and maybe even asexual or something like that. Okay, that's fine. You know, I think bisexual and asexual means the same thing. You know, fucking whoever you want to fuck. So yeah, exactly. That's yeah. Human in that time did fuck whoever they want to fuck. Now, of course, depends on the religion, if it's viewed it as you know, sinful or not. But they had the ability to fuck whoever they wanted to fuck. So okay, but some people being mad about that is just ridiculous. Like, come on, really? That's what you're mad about? The fact they're gonna allow, you know, have that more customization, and that's why I like options. I'm always for options. That's why I like mods so much. For example, I play a female character in Bannerlord. I always play female character when I play RPGs. Always. That's my preference. I love playing female characters in RPGs. Pure and simple. And I'm a huge Yuri fan. So if there's ever an option for like a gay marriage mod, I always do it. Why? Because I did it for Skyrim. I usually always married Lydia or Yusolka, what's her name? The one that's the merchant that's actually secretly selling drugs. If you didn't know, spoiler alert, but yeah, she's also maybe secretly selling drugs. Or skooma, or whatever the potion was, the Moonlight potion. Maybe it's not skooma, but something also similar to a skooma. So yeah, I always did that. And if it's an option, great. Because that's it. People who don't like that kind of shit can enjoy the game also. People who want that shit, there's an option with mods, and no one is stopping them to do it, and that's what I'm happy about. It's all about options. At the end of the day, everyone has the right to enjoy their game however they want to enjoy them. That's why there should be options. Does it take more time to code it? Probably. Will it increase the cost? Probably. But will most people be satisfied? Most definitely. You know, there'll be people maybe who mock people who download those kind of mods, but you know, oh, wow, you're mocking someone for enjoying their game their way that doesn't inflict with your game. Big move. So yeah, modding, you know, I'm all for mods whenever it's possible. I'm all for mods. It just gives option to the people to play however they want to play it. Now, when they start to force shit about something and they limit options, that's where it becomes like, ah, great, am I gonna enjoy the game? Because then you're limiting people's enjoyment and people's experience, and that's when people can have problems. And you know, it's very funny when you learn some things. Like, I didn't know about this actually. I learned recently, well, not recently, but I didn't think it was true until I actually watched it and read on it. Cyberpunk is gonna have it's not gonna have a you know, the gender choice. It's gonna be, I think, a slider or something like that. And the first thing I thought about was Dark Souls and how they had a slider. You know, gender is not an option, but a slider. So that's, I laughed at it like, okay. But then I thought about it, and you know, you think about many people saying like, that's not realistic. You know, people are born either, you know, with a dick or a pussy. But then I thought about, but isn't Cyberpunk like this ultra, you know, world where these ideas, you know, actually were turned up to 10? So I was being like, well, you can change almost, you could probably change almost everything about your body. And if that's an option, the first thing I'm doing is I'm changing the skeleton of my character to an exoskeleton inside of it, like a male skeleton, immediately. And the eyes becoming biometric immediately, like they're gonna have glowing irises immediately, no questions asked. That's gonna be one of the first things I do with cybernetics. Arms, legs, I don't know about that. That I'll think about. But eyes and the skeleton immediately. Maybe even underneath the muscle is a skeleton body, even, you know, like a metal body, you know, to give extra protection. That would be badass if you could do that. Not gonna lie, that would be badass. So yeah, I was first thinking about like, well, that is, you know, they're not trying to deny the fact that someone is either born with a dick or a pussy, you know, a boy or a girl. But I was thinking about it, well, in this world that they're creating, everything is ultralized and, you know, bathed into the SJW shit. So I was like,
Orders, my lord.
well, in that context, it makes sense that the gender options are gonna be like that. It's gonna be not gonna be a direct choice, but it's going to be like a slider. And I get that. I get that. That makes perfect sense. But at the end of the day, it's still early. We don't know how the game is going to be, you know, unless there's some, you know, leaks that show it. So yeah, I was first, you know, like thinking about like, well, it doesn't matter really. I know what kind of character I'm gonna play, so who gives a fuck? It's an option, you know. Like I said, I'm all for options, so I don't really care. But I was thinking about like, it makes thematical sense, and that's even more important. If you give people choice, but also make it thematical, it gives the game more, you know, realism that you are in this world, which I also like. And you know, also jokes about the slider in Dark Souls. The fucking slider. I'm sorry, it's so fucking funny. The slider.
An honorable.
Yes, my lord.
An honorable, glorious victory. Let's kill some Nazguls. So yeah, that's me talking about some thoughts I had about the game. And I'm very excited about Cyberpunk. I can't wait to come out. I've watched some gameplay, not a lot, but watched some gameplay, and damn it, is it good. Damn it, does it look good. I can't wait. And it's gonna be coming out September, so yeah, I'm all hyped for that. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna take anything about my talk right now, is choices are good in games. Choices should be the primary thing for any game. Choices. Now, I understand if they're making a game based around the story, but then you can't be mad at people if they hate the story. You know what the fuck you've done. You're making a story game, and if people hate the story, guess what? People are gonna hate the story. Then the gameplay doesn't matter much if the story is shit. Then you have to understand what kind of game you're making. For example, in my opinion, Sekiro quite possibly could be the least Souls-like game. Yes, mechanic-wise, it is a Souls-like game through and through, but thematic-wise, it's not a Souls game at all. You have open lore, you know what the fuck is happening with the story, you know most of the history of the game. So it's not actually on a story level, it's not a Souls-like, but on mechanical level, it's a Souls-like. So in that point, it matters is the story. It's a story game, it's a story-driven game. Compared to Dark Souls, it just has the mechanics of Dark Souls, but it's not the mechanics that define it, it's the story. You're experiencing a story, that's why you have one character, it's not a character creation, it's the story that's the center of things. And having one cohesive character helps the story. So being a character creation. Now of course I think with Neo they went with kind of spirit, you know, if you play as a male I think you are the general that's in question, but if you're playing as a female you're like the embodiment, you know, the spirit, you know, the thought of Buddhist, your reincarnation, which is very smart way of explaining that, let me mind you. Japan after all is Buddhist to a certain percentage, so it is a smart, you know, explanation. And plus you know, Shinto did take on some things about Buddhism, so yeah, it makes perfect thematical sense. Like, okay, so you want to play as a female character, okay, you're not the set general, I think you're playing like a general or some shit like that, but you're the you know, the incarnation. It's a smart spin on things, it's a smart thing, you know, believing in mythology and of course having spirits and all that shit. Yokai, I think they're yokai, whatever. I think, I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called, but it makes perfect sense. It makes pretty much thematical sense, which is good, because you know, Neo is the same thing. It's a mechanically a Souls-like, but it's a story-driven game, and it all depends on the story. Now maybe not so much like Sekiro, but yeah, it depends on the story. Now you have weird cases where Bloodborne is not a story-driven game much, it's a Souls-like, but the story is so good it became a story-like game, and it maybe accidentally, maybe not, it created a myth. It has a creation myth, such a solid creation myth you can actually start believing in the shit there is in the game, and it will make almost sense like any other religion. So it's weird enough worked unbelievably well story-wise. And of course, gameplay-wise, it's the peak of Souls-like. It's the peak. Sekiro doesn't come close to it. Nothing comes close to it. Bloodborne is peak gameplay. Now, I might be wondering, why am I talking about Souls-likes and story, and not paying attention to the game? Well, one thing, we're basically back in time. we're 10 turns back where we were. So, what's there to say? I'm not even making the same point, so yeah, that's the unfortunate part. So I'm kind of using this time to talk more, you know, discuss some things I have about gaming, because I do think about gaming. Gaming is such a big part of my life that I get invested in, and I keep criticizing games that I truly love, because when you love something, if you truly love something, you have to see the flaws. You have to see the weaknesses. And you might be, if you're thinking like, well, you're never saying bad shit about Bloodborne. Oh, trust me, Bloodborne has its problems. Primary thing is limited amount of weapons. Hands down, that's the biggest problem of Bloodborne. The small amount of weapons, which limits its replayability. The fact it has only one DLC is also a gigantic problem, and a gigantic missed opportunity for the studio. They should have made a second DLC. They should have. I don't know why they haven't. Like, Old Hunters DLC is the best DLC for Souls-like ever. I don't know why they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So, you know, but I'm also realistic. I'm also, you know, that's the problems with the game. I'm gonna say high praises about Bloodborne. I will sing its high praises, but I'm gonna be realistic on its shortcomings. And you know, also the fact that From Software fucked up with the remaster. It did. I love From Software. I think it's a great company, made some of the most iconic games that, you know, in short while became like icon. Like the games become iconic. Every game is iconic, whether you like it or not. You know, that Dark Souls 2 is iconic. And to fuck up with the remastered like they did, it's a shame. We could have gotten a much better Souls experience with Dark Souls 1, yet they fucked it up. They clearly fucked it up. It was a money grab. It was a cash grab, pure and simple. They didn't want to do work. Maybe because they were working on Elden Ring, could be, Not gonna lie, could be. You didn't want to invest resources in remastered. But then it becomes a question of why even release it then? Like, if you're so focusing on Elden Ring, why release remastered? Or in Sekiro, like why release it then? Wait. Don't give a half service, you know, don't give a half-ass attempt. Give us a genuine attempt. That will make it a game great. Now imagine Dark Souls 1 with the fluidity of Dark Souls 3. That would be a badass Souls-like. That would be an awesome Souls game. But no, we've gotten Dark Souls 1 with a patch. We got Dark Souls 1 with a patch. And whether we like to accept it or not, it's a fact. That's exactly what Dark Souls 1 is. Dark Souls Remastered is. And it, at the same time, became the worst Souls-like. Hands down, it's the worst Souls-like game. Anyone who says it isn't is lying. It's lying. Like, that's it, lying. And if somebody says, oh, that's my opinion, I don't care. Your opinion is a liar's opinion. That's it, simple as that. You can have your opinion, but I have my ability to shit on it, and I will. Simple as that. Yeah. People seem to forget that there are consequences to opinions. And that's the consequence of an opinion. Your opinion is shit. You think Dark Souls 1 Remastered is actually good. So yeah. I might be saying, well, you're shitting on it just because of what it is, not how good the game is. Yes, I'm shitting on it because how good it is, how it's made, because Dark Souls Fix did the same fucking thing and it's free. And for them to remove the old Dark Souls 1 is a crime. Because now they're forcing people to basically buy the same fucking thing. When it was cheaper to buy Dark Souls 1 and get it just a mod to fix it. But no, people had to pay 40 euros to get the new game. 20 euros for those who had Dark Souls 1. Wow, thank you very much. It's not fucking free, is it now? Even though it's a simple patch. So yeah, I think From Software fucked up on that one. That was a fuck up from Software. Pure and simple. Which makes me, you know, worried if they ever do a Demon Souls remaster. If they're not fully focusing on the game at hand, they should not be doing remasters, honestly. Because look what Dark Souls 2 was. While they were doing Dark Souls 2, they were doing Bloodborne. And I can tell you why they were doing Dark Souls 2 while they were doing Bloodborne. They were afraid that people were not gonna like Bloodborne. So they wanted to have a fallback. Like, okay, here's Bloodborne, a new kind of game. But here's Dark Souls 2, something you know and like. So they decided to go that path of, you know, maybe people are not gonna like Bloodborne, so let's give them Dark Souls 2. And of course, because Miyazaki wanted to focus on Bloodborne, that was his new project, he put the B team on it. Or maybe From Software put the B team on it, while Miyazaki was working on Bloodborne. And why do I think that? Well, one, Bloodborne doesn't have a dedicated jump button, while Dark Souls 2 has. And then Dark Souls 3 has it also. Clearly, there was two different projects going on. So yeah. There you go. But then again, you know, Bloodborne became such a huge success that now all of a sudden From Software is afraid to do a sequel. And yes, I will say afraid until they change my mind. Because come on, Software, we deserve the fucking sequel. We deserve a sequel and we deserve it to be on PC. But then you might wonder, how do you make a sequel about Bloodborne? Make it somewhere else. Make it not be in Yharnam. Put it in a different place. We don't need them to be in the same fucking place. That's my biggest criticism of Dark Souls 3. Why the fuck are we still in Orlando? Why? Who needs it? We don't. The story of Anor Londo is finished. Now you just retcon the fucking lore. You know, there's no longer undead. Hollowing is now a choice. And you're now on Chosen One completely. You're no longer something, you know, even though in Dark Souls 1 you were special actually, you were not just some, you know, random guy, but now it's clear like you are something special. So it's like, okay, you retcon the game. Fine, fair enough, retconning the game, sure. But, you know, you could have made it somewhere else. Dark Souls 1 has so many kingdoms. Astora, Berenice, Boulder. Why not set the place there? What's the one with C that starts? Corona, not Corona. Karim. Why not put it Karim? I mean, there's so many kingdoms you set up on. Why not work on it? Why not give us those kingdoms? See how the hollow spreading affected those regions. It would be a cool idea to set it there. But no, they went with, you know, that part is just not part of the game. You know, we have a new experience, and apparently it's gonna be the same fucking thing. And you know, I was like, I think even my reaction to Anor Londo was like, what? I was shocked. Like, how are we in Anor Londo? Seriously, how the fuck are we in Anor Londo?
Yes, my lord.
So yeah, I'm very critical about when it comes to Anor Londo and those areas, because first of all, it loses the freshness, it loses the special. It loses the special feeling it has in your heart. Because if you see Anor Londo everywhere, it's no longer special. It's now fan service. And yes, clearly Praise the Sun is fan service, and I'm completely fine with that. But when you put too many fan services, it becomes just exhausting, and clearly it takes ideas away. Instead of getting Anor Londo, we could have gotten something else. But no, now we have Anor Londo. Okay, why do we have Anor Londo? Why is Anor Londo that important? It's not really, and yet here we have it. I'm happy that we didn't have Anor Londo in Dark Souls 2. I'm happy because it gives a new idea, new areas. And of course, we're not gonna talk about you know, Artorias being shoved everywhere because people, you know, fans love him. I'm honestly done with him. He's a liar and a fake. I'm honestly done with him as a character. But again, people love him, and I'm fine with that. Okay, sure, fan service. But Dark Souls 3 has so much fan service. It just makes you sad. That where are the new ideas? Why do we have Gwendolyn again? Why is Dark Souls 3 all of a sudden connected with Dark Souls 1? Why? Did honestly anyone care what happened to Anor Londo after the ending? No, I personally didn't care. I thought we had the story at the end. Gods are dead, everything was destroyed, and now we're living basically in the aftermath of the undead curse. And all of a sudden we have confirmation what happened. So what happened was a priest ate the gods. Okay, it's not like I needed to know that. I didn't care about that. I was happy with just thought that the gods left or the gods died or whatever, and not just being eaten. And I love Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn is one of my favorite characters of Dark Souls 1, but I didn't care. I just didn't care. But to be fair enough, it might be just me. You know, maybe other people cared about it, and that's completely fine. If enough people cared about it, and I think it might be the case that a lot of people cared about it, that they wanted to see again Anor Londo. Now, it could be a mixture of people who truly love Anor Londo from Dark Souls 1, which I do. I love it, but I love it in the context of Dark Souls 1, not Dark Souls 3. But many people love it, and they wanted to see it in Dark Souls 3. There are new people who get into the Souls series and want to experience Anor Londo and all that shit, and they're happy to see it in Dark Souls 3. So there's a mixture of people, and that's fine. But we have to accept the fact that From Software was kind of, you know, fan servicing the shit out of Dark Souls 3. Like, the shit out of Dark Souls 3. It truly did feel like it was going to be the final Souls game, and they wanted to just make the fans be happy once and for all before they go do other shit. Which, if it is that, fair enough. Fair enough, From Software, fair enough. Dark Souls 3 is a good game to end the Souls series. Or, you know, Souls series in terms of Souls series, not mechanic-wise. Like, the Soulsborne games are probably going to be From Software's, you know, bread and butter, basically. But, you know, mechanics, you know, gameplay-wise, story-wise, I'm pretty sure Dark Souls might be just finished. Unless they somehow decide to make Dark Souls 4 for some whatever reason. If Miyazaki would just had a change of heart, but even he said like, yeah, no, I'm done with Dark Souls. So, fair enough. And again, that means he's done with the story, not with gameplay, not with the gameplay mechanics, which I need to sometimes remind myself when I talk about the future of Dark Souls. I was like, man, I was first thinking he might be done with the Souls, you know, Soulsborne at all, genre at all. Then I was like, there's no way he'll be done. It would be stupid for From Software to abandon the child that they created. It would be so stupid. But then again, you see stupid shit all day, so it's like every day. So it's like, maybe they truly did. decide to end it. Maybe. And again, I'm sorry if I'm talking about something completely different while I'm playing this game. While I'm playing.
My lord. Orders. Your will, my lord. Orders. By your
While I'm playing
we can
back.
go no further today.
But I did feel like I need to talk about this. Just talk about something else, because I was not going to talk about again what we're going to do. I didn't feel like talking again what we're going to do. So I'm hiring all elite units, because I feel like we should just stop hiring militias and, you know, weaker units. We're either gonna hire elites or we're not gonna hire at all. Move that, that.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
As you command.
Woo! Hi, Stack. Hi.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
Yes, my lord.
We might lose this stack. We might lose it. Is Gondor expanding? I don't think Gondor is expanding. Oof. Dorfang is stacked. Dorfang is stacked. How stacked is it? Very stacked. So my foot infantry should be My infantry should be finished, and the new army with the prince, with Theodred, should be moving in to help out with the two armies here. Then we're gonna march on Barad-dûr. After Barad-dûr, we're going south, and then I'm gonna give all the territory to Gondor. But first, I'm gonna you know, move my units, and then give territory to Gondor, and then call it a day. Oh! Did we create a bottleneck? I guess we did. Interesting. Gind is a large town. Berg has farming grounds, or fairgrounds, sorry. Farming grounds. Well, I mean, technically, yes, it is farming grounds. You're still recruiting. Yes, you are.
Orders. As you wish.
As you wish.
Joining forces, my lord. Your will, my lord. Orders, my lord. My lord. Yes.
Ooh.
Orders, my lord.
You know what?
Your will, my
There we
lord.
go.
My lord. Orders. Your will, my lord. My lord. Orders. Joining.
Your orders, my lord.
One
Yes,
capital and
my
one
lord.
ballista should be enough. Honestly.
With honor,
Well, I like to think it's gonna be enough, but who the fuck knows?
my lord.
Maybe it's
By
not gonna
your
be enough.
command.
It's quite possible. Anything else to recruit here? No. Gaming Riders of the Fold. That's fine here, and everything is recruited here. Alright.
Orders, my lord. Orders, my lord. Yes. March to exhaustion, continuing later. By your command.
March to exhaustion, continuing later. How are you gonna continue later if you're march to exhaustion? I think I'm gonna go 2 more turns and then I'm gonna end the episode, because I wanna be close to turn 160 again. Have we blockaded Mordor? Oh, maybe. We did remove most of their recruitment centers, so yeah. It's quite possible that we crippled Mordor. It's quite possible. Or it's quite possible we haven't done shit. Both are a possibility, and I don't know which one I'm more scared of. Nazgul. Boo. Nazguls are returning, my lord. And they're coming with a vengeance. Okay. Oh shit. How does this look like? Oh, horses and bar. Alright, yeah. Pleasure Palace next. My
Joining
lord.
forces, my lord.
My lord, the wall rider.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes,
Keep
Yes,
marching, Lord Theodred. Keep
we shall
marching.
continue tomorrow, making camp here.
Let's see, do they attack the two armies that I have here? It's gonna be very interesting to see. I might auto-resolve it. I'm probably gonna lose the auto-resolve because the game does not much favor cavalry when it comes to auto-resolve. Which is sad. Truly sad, but you know, what you gonna do about it? I could try to fight it. Honestly, I could try to fight it because it will be my benefit to fight it. But who knows? Who knows? Oh, night attack. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I want to try it out. Let's see how the other result is going to look like. Oh, 1,000 enemies killed? That leaves him at almost 2,000. No. We can do better than that. But that means we're going to do it the next episode. Yeah, next episode. This is a big battle. Unfortunately, doing it at night, which means I'm not going to get my reinforcements, and they're getting their reinforcements, which I think is bullshit. But, alright. I'm going to end it there. It looks like it's going to be a good battle to start off the next episode. You know, for how great the movies are, I'm still disappointed that we didn't get Glorfindel. Because I didn't actually know Glorfindel existed, because again, I didn't read the books. But then when I found out we could have gotten Glorfindel to save Frodo, I was like, Glorfindel, why? Either way, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, or comment. I greatly appreciate your support. Goodbye.